You know, an Enderman Spawner's elevator really ought to be purple. Hello everyone, welcome to Botanic Adventures episode 4. Yep, that is it. We are in episode 4. It's just after the holidays here. I hope everyone had a happy holidays, happy new year, and we will get going. So, here I am, top of a mountain. The base area is somewhere down there. A strange roguelike dungeon spawn is behind me here. Not quite sure why it spawned so awkwardly, but there you have it. And the reason I'm up here is 1, for a view, and 2, because I crafted this open blocks hand glider, which is fun. Lots of fun. And we can fly back down. So there is our base below. You can see our slimy tree farm there. Our nether farm items, our vanilla farm items, mine itself, and the greater area. So today's plan is to take a break from the Botania setup I have down there and look at an Enderman Spawner. That's right, we have an Enderman Spawner. And it's just a little this way. Might have to turn on the waypoints again. But it was just in the woods behind that big battle tower here. And I found it exploring the other day, and one thing I'm exploring for is actually a base location for myself. But in the meantime, we have an Enderman Spawner that can get us some XP, that can get us some... Where is it? That can get us some XP, that can get us some Ender Pearls, which will be useful. And hopefully then we can go to the end sometime soon. Because the end shouldn't be very hard. And it will help us get going. And here it is. So I've cleared away some of the end stone earlier, so we can actually see the spawner now. It's right here, and basically this is the tree that'll spawn. So what I'm going to do right now is actually just remove the entire tree and an area around the spawner here, so we can make an actual spawn room for it. So you sit back and take a look. Okay, and there we go. Just a little space around the spawner, somewhere further in the fall. I'm probably going to actually break this side out more so we can have a little spawn room place to hang out. So, yeah, no, I think it'll be this way, because initially we'll need to walk in. So eventually we should be able to do some sort of teleport system, using some of the Gannies and materials. What is it? It's an entity. This thing. Eventually we'll have an entity shifter system, which will allow us to teleport to various places. That includes possibly different people's bases and farms such as this one. And spawn, of course. But the next step is to make a spawner room, and this spawner I don't think initially anyway is going to be anything but a vanilla spawner, meaning you'll have to be here for them to spawn. Eventually we might upgrade it so no one has to be present. The problem is Endermen are known to teleport in most automatic farms, and that can seriously lag out the server. So what I think we want to do before we do fully automatic without someone physically here is make a device to stop them from teleporting. And Botania does contain such a device, but we're not there yet, and I do not know the details yet. So that'll be some future point in time. But what I would like is a room of dark glass. And dark glass is blackout curtains and thickened glass. Thickened glass is sandy glass. Sandy glass is sanding glass. So I need quite a bit of sand. And in addition to that, we need quite a bit of wool, and we don't have a wool farm. So yeah, we have a little bit of work to do. So yeah, I'm going to head off to the desert village that away and collect some sand. Then I'm going to collect some wool, either via converting vines or some other method, and I shall be back. Okay, so here we are. I am currently working on making the dark glass. I'm just trying to fill out the extra blackout curtains there. Used a couple things using this magnetic centrifuge for some string production. I've also been hunting sheep throughout the world, even if there isn't any quite near our mini mine here. But I remembered something else we want, which is I want to have conveyor belts, things, to bring them near a single location where I will kill them, or at least kill them along one edge. And you can see the recipe isn't that expensive, especially since we have plenty of iron between us now. And yeah, so I'm going to create some of those. In addition to conveyor belts, I'm going to want, what is it? I'm going to want spikes. That's what it is. It's diamond. This thing, diamond spike. And a diamond spike is going to require golden spikes, and a golden spike is going to require magical wood. I thought it required wooden spikes, but apparently I'm wrong. Good news is, I think I have some magical wood that I put in the part builder, actually. So apparently that'll not be staying here. That's fine. And yeah, so let's get going on the spikes first, because that's the easier part. So 3 magical wood, block of gold, and some golden swords. Oops, too many. D4. I don't know, what's... The only real problem is these don't stack. That's okay. We'll deal with that. Sorry. Oh, and I'm gonna need 3 of these. Okay, so oh, never mind. I get 4. That's cool. A block of gold, magical wood, golden spikes. There we go. And I'm gonna need 3 of those to make that, and a bunch of diamond swords. It's just going to be a little harder. Let me go to my personal diamond supply and see what we can do. Okay. So that's 1, 2, and a 3rd, and a block. And I get to go diamond hunting again shortly, but that'll get today's needs complete. And there's our 4 diamond spikes. So that diamond spikes are the highest level spikes. I forget what gold spikes do. So to explain it, here's our tiers of spikes. We have wooden spikes, which is the simplest and cheapest, and that'll sort of act like poison and tick damage till the mob has 1 HP, and then you can do a 1-hit kill. I don't know about gold spikes. I know diamond spikes, the top tier, will kill the mob. In addition, it will drop XP. So all I need to do now is get a vacuum hopper. I have a vacuum hopper. This thing, yep. Get a vacuum hopper. And that'll let us actually collect all the mob drops, all the XP. The XP can then be put into something like a drum. And if we also use an open box tank, we can actually get it back out again. I've not quite set something up quite this way, so there's going to be a little bit of experimentation. But I should be back as soon as we have a few of those conveyor belts made. And we finished creating our woolen string. Alright, so here we are back in our Enderman Spawner. I have the dark glass, I have the conveyor belts, I have the diamond spikes. That's the obsidian from the tree itself, although it did help build a few things. I also have an open blocks tank, a drain, which I don't think we need. I just needed to do some experimenting, and another drum, which has a little bit of my own XP in it. But that'll change in future. We need a few other bits and pieces, but I'll get to that in a little bit when I have a little better idea what we're doing. Right now I'm just setting up the conveyor belts. And as you see, when you stand on the conveyor belt, it pulls you across. That's me not pressing any button. Now, a player can shift walk without being moved, but the Enderman will not have such an easy time. And all I'm doing right here is making the standard all floor for it. So right here is the spawner itself. So 4 behind, 4 to the side, and probably 3 in front, because the last line will include some other things. Anyway, this will take a moment. Okay, so there we have it. We have a floor that when the Endermen drop, they should be pulled across and then happily go down on these spikes, which as you see, hurt. I'm hoping they stay around because they shouldn't see us. Basically what I'm going to have is, wrong bag, this bag, is the dark glass along this side. And what dark glass does is it entirely blocks the light like a solid block, but we can see through it. So we should be able to watch them but this will have no light passing through. And we need to go up to 3 above the spawner there. I don't know. We're going to have a room down here where we're going to look up at the spawner. I'm probably going to do other things on the other walls because I don't want to make more dark glass than I've already have. This stuff is time consuming more than it is expensive. But hopefully when I fill out this room, I will be back, and then we can work on how to collect drops down there. Hello, and welcome back. We have some progress. Yes, we do. So, here I am on top of the spawner. You can see the spawner there. I have 3 blocks above it, which should give plenty of room for an Enderman to spawn up here without interference. And we're going to place in the corners here these glowstone nooks, which will stop anything from spawning here on the roof. Oops, there we go. One more, and that should do it. Okay, so in there it is completely dark. If I press F7, we should see that. Blue. There we go. Ooh. Okay, I know what's wrong there. I was working in this side, and obviously I made a spot where light could sneak in. But that means there's no light near the spawner, even with that little bit of light leaking in, so everything should be fine there. With these glowstone, there's no light on top, so nothing's going to spawn on the roof here and decide to join our head. I just have a little purple border out here. And in here is going to be the waiting room. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to link it in. I might actually just continue this border around the top and make it dirt up here and use an open block elevator to go down. The reason I haven't been using them yet is they require ender pearls, which until now was a little bit of a problem. Anyway, if we look, here's that vacuum hopper. You can see it's collecting stuff, and its XP is full there. I was going to put a chest up here, which is the one reason why this was all visible. And we want to do a couple things. We want to configure this item outputs. Oops. And we want to click there. Very good. Right clicks, turns, click, sets. Okay, I think that's correct. Yep, we can see the little line there. And it goes into here. So all the stuff will go into here, and that can then be sorted into other mechanisms later. And similarly, the XP, I want to come this way. There we go. And that'll start filling up our liquid drum here. That drum's going to probably be generally empty, because what I'm going to have is it's going to pipe somewhere where you can get at the material, get at the levels. We'll have a little enchanting area down here. And at that point, I want to avoid any extra XP, because we don't want the orbs floating around like you're seeing right now. And death number 21. Ender pearl into tree, fall back into hole. Okay. Well, as soon as I get the stuff that I was going to bring back here, we have some crafting to do. Be right back. Okay, so small update here. Still not done, but I've decided to, make the terrain look natural here up to the window, or you can look down at them or jump on top, I guess. And this will be the real entranceway, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an elevator block here which will transport you below. And what's good is that means nothing else will get transported below. And the elevator block's very simple. It's just couple ender pearls, surround it by wool. There we go. And I'm obviously short a couple of pieces of wool, but we'll solve that. And what'll happen is we put then this here, and when we press shift on it, we'll be able to go down. When you press jump, you'll be able to go up. Now, there's going to be no elevator above us, so this will only be down, but there'll be one below to get up here. Okay. And I have to still build a room. Right now, it's just covered with the dirt. So as soon as that's done, we will proceed. Okay, and welcome back. So, what I'm working on now is a few of the amenities of the build. So one thing I want to build is, well, I need the transfer pipes to do it, but one thing I want to do is get the pylon. This, which basically replaces bookshelves in a enchanting setup. So I need 2 of these to be equivalent to 15 bookshelves. So let's quickly do that. So we're going to need 2 diamonds in the mana diamonds, and 4, oh well, 6 will do, mana steel. So that'll get us mana steel, that'll get us a mana diamond. Very good. And yes, we are ready for some wither battles, but not today. Okay, so, very simple, 1, 2, 1, 2, and some gold. Okay, so let's just get some gold, 2, 3, 4. And there we have it. And that basically, as I said, replaces the 15, or in this case 16, but 15 is all you need, bookshelves. With that done, next up is making these pipes. So I'll just have a bunch of smooth stone here. We'll make these into slabs. These slabs and go here, and that apparently is enough for 20. And that should make plenty of transfer pipe for this and hopefully some future projects. It gets really old crafting it, so that is all good. Okay. And okay, so we have transfer pipe, we have... So we need one more thing, and it's going to require a couple of those ender pearls we have now got. Go, no, it is that way, never mind. And it's this transfer node, these things. So this one requires lapis, bucket, and iron, and this one requires stone, chest, and redstone. You let me quickly do that, and I'll be right. All right. There we go. Transfer nodes liquids and transfer nodes items. Perfect. And with that, we are now ready to head over and finish up the project, I think. Maybe a couple of little last things after, but that's okay. And back we are. Now, you can see what I've been doing down here. And it's time to set things up in their final locations. So first we need this enchanting area. So that's going to need an enchanting table, which of course I forgot. But we can put the enchanting table here and those 2 things there, and that'll be an enchanting area. More importantly, we need these tanks full of all the XP that these Endermen are dropping. So we sneak down here. And now we have to start making our pipe system. Now this works fairly easy. If we take a liquid transfer node here, and we place it on the bottom of the tank there. Whoops, one too many. Okay. And now it's filling up with the liquid XP. We can then come down to the floor here and pull across liquid XP. And that'll go into a couple of barrels, drums here. And those drums, which I also forgot, yay, because I'm also prepared, will be where those purple blocks are. Okay, so we put 2 more liquid transfer nodes there, which will pick up the liquid from the drums to me. Okay. And then we just need to sneak a pipe into right there, which is the tank. Okay. This is the tank, right? Okay, good. Good. So we'll have to do some hiding of materials, but that's okay. So basically all I have to do is put 2 drums here. They will fill up from here and then go up there. Now, in the unlikely case that we fill both drums, however, I don't want us to store the XP permanently. So we're going to put this trash can fluids here, and I'm just going to attach the pipe to it as soon as I have the other drums in place to fill any excess here. So simply, the XP will collect there, come over here, and go into 2 real storage drums here, or the trash can. Now, similarly for the items, we take the transfer node items here, and we put it on the chest, and now we pipe these along this wall, where this is a little different. What we want is it to come into here, then into here. Wait, wrong. Okay. And then last into this chest here. Okay? Now, the way we do this is I'm going to have a second line coming down here, which is what attaches to the main line there. Whoops. But that'll make a mess. No, nothing's in the wrong place yet. Okay. But this has one drawback that we don't know which way items will go yet. So to ensure everything works right, I need some panels. Doesn't really matter of what. That's not it. No, I guess I have to make them. So we take our saw. There we go. And we saw a piece of cobblestone. Stay there, chisel. Okay. Very good. And we use this to break the line, basically. So if I break a little more rock so we can see, that should only go across on the top. It's going to come up here, go across the top, and then into this chest. And since it'll take everything in order, that means these will fill first. Now, to ensure if anyone empties these out, the item stays, we're going to use the draw key to lock it, little lock symbol at the top. Now, if I pull out the last heart, you see 0 hearts, but it still has the icon. And that's important, because if they're gone, we won't sort it correctly. Also, I want to have some upgrades to these. So I have 2 emerald upgrades apiece. Oops. And 1 void upgrade apiece. So if I right-click, we see 2 emerald and 1 void. And basically what this means is we try to fill up to that many times, so that's 26 times base value. And then we void any extra. So we can add a little more, 2 more emerald upgrades once I have the emeralds, but otherwise we are good as is. So with that done, we add the 1 missing pipe, and those should start filling. And we can speed. We might want to add some speed upgrades down there if this is too slow, but we shall see if it keeps up. 48, 1, 1. Well, we shall see. If it doesn't keep up, I will add in upgrades for speed. But for right now, we might be doing fine. If it's keeping up, there's no reason to lag the server with speed upgrades. So this then closes, and the under area is entirely hidden. This should fill up with XP as soon as I get those drums in place, and we need a enchanting table. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's most of the build. So let's just do a quick jump with those fixes, and we'll call it an episode. Okay, well, there's our drums. And if we go up here, we can see it's also piping into the liquid XP tank, which is very useful. We also have the enchanting table, and we can see if we put something in there to enchant. It is level 30. And if you notice, I don't have level 30. All you need to do is come here and right-click with an empty hand the XP tank, and your levels will go up. And since there's the supply below, this should be refreshed automatically. In addition, this is keeping up. I just checked, and we have 258 pearls, 5 miniature red hearts, 2 Enderman heads, and currently no leftovers. So how this works is this room will be where we put the teleporter instead of this block. So usually you would teleport here from some hub location, and we can have a teleport back. Actually, this will be the teleport back. The teleport in will be some other location we specify, maybe just in front of it here, maybe on the elevator, I don't know yet. But that is this project complete, I think. If we find something missing, we'll fix it, of course. So I'm going to go above, and we're going to take another sip of the mana in a bottle. And let's see. How does it go? How does it taste today? Just a jump. Did I get anything? No, not even a boost. Oh well. Well, thank you for joining, and till next time. If you want to join the server yourself, please see the description for sign up. What else? And consider giving a thumbs up if you liked it. Till next time, this is Easy Terry, signing off. Bye.